Hello foodie friends, we are finally ready for our little surprise. So we got our candies, and what I really wanted to show you this week is what we used to do with these candies. Now, Mom, while we were cleaning out like some areas of our shed that we were kind of wanting to, resort and stuff like that, we actually found some old candy molds. And what were these, like, these weren't actually Mama's, right? These were actually more yours?
Well, they were both of ours.
Okay.
I think she made some. She doesn't remember, but I used to make them for Lita when she was little, for her Easter baskets and Christmas.
Yeah, and we actually found, you can see this tote right here, we actually have quite a few other candy molds in here, and a lot of them are for Easter. You can see some of these were little flowers. We have little lambs and bunny rabbits and just all kinds of really cute molds in here, but the ones that we're really going to concentrate on were the Christmas ones. And a lot of these molds are very, what I would say, very retro, because I've gone to other stores and stuff that sell candy making supplies, and you can't really find these particular designs anymore.
I think they have more of the silicone molds now.
Yeah. And what's really interesting, actually what I really enjoyed about it, is a lot of the detail on a lot of these, where you can see, we'll show you a close-up of these, but you can see you can get as detailed as you want to on these candy molds, and it's a lot of fun to take your different colors and really try to mix and match and kind of design what you want to design on your candy. And now, one of the problems that we had last week was actually trying to find these little candies. Here in Greenville, we didn't have a whole lot of options to us. We did manage to find, like, obviously the white and milk chocolate chips at our local Mennonite store, but they did not have the colors. And for this kind of candy, that's kind of what you're wanting, the colors, so you can really kind of go wild with your designs. And so ironically, we ended up finding basically like every color you could think of at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure Michael's also has these, and if you don't have either one of those stores, I know a lot of smaller towns, we just now got a Hobby Lobby. We've only had it for about a year, so a lot of small towns really don't have a lot of options. But in looking on the internet, Amazon is probably the best place that I've seen where you can get a lot of different colors from a lot of different brands. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna show you, obviously last night we kind of went a little wild. We actually made more candy than we thought we were gonna make. We were just gonna do a practice run, and then we got totally addicted to it, and then we just kind of like kept on going and going. So today we're gonna show you a few of the little molds, and we're gonna do some just to kind of give you an idea of what you can do with them, and kind of like the process that we found was the best way to do it. So let's go ahead and get ready. We're gonna turn the camera around, we're gonna show you some close-ups, and then we're gonna get to the candy making. Okay, so here you can see we've got some of our molds. You can see this is a little church with little people and trees. We've also got some little Noel boots. Thought those were really cute. And we also last night found some of these Mrs. Claus, and you can see here you can even, like, it's got a little place where you can add a sucker stick if you would want to make something like that. And we also had some non-Christmas ones, like this vintage car, but it was so cute I really wanted to try it. And you can see here, I showed you earlier the little church. Here's what we did with that. You can see how you can get as detailed as you want with like the little windows and the door. You can see we put little clothes on the people and then decorated the little tree. And here on this side you can see Mom actually got really creative and put some really beautiful snow on these trees. And we've got our little bells. And then we've got some little smaller ones, like last night we ended up just trying to use up some of the leftovers that we had, so we just made some solid color ones, but those actually turned out really pretty too. And of course, bear in mind, we are not professionals in any way, shape, or form, and so some of these got a little messy, but that was the fun of it, just trying to practice and just try to see what we can come up with. And you see I made this little book, which is really cute, and then here's our little Noel boots. And we got little snowmen, and then there's our car. Now, unfortunately, the chocolate didn't set as well as I wanted it to, but that's okay, it still tastes good. And we've also got our chocolates in a little bowl. So what we're gonna do is we'll be putting these in the microwave for about 10 seconds at a time, stirring between each time. And of course, you know, every microwave is a little different. Mine is 1,000 watts, so it usually took about maybe 3 or 4 times before they actually completely melted. And then we've also got plenty of spoons, and now you can use toothpicks, which we will show you here in a minute to put some of the detail, or you can use little paint brushes, so it's whichever one you're the most comfortable with. So we're gonna go ahead and start microwaving our little candies, and we will be right back with some detail work. Alright, now you can see we've got all of our colors all melted, and Mom actually thought of something right now that we wish we would have done last night. So we had a little bit of trouble, you know, keeping our chocolates and our candies like nice and melted, and periodically you had to re-microwave them. So we thought, why don't we get my electric skillet out, and see I've got it on warm, and put a little bit of water in there and see if we can keep them nice and melted with the water. Now, if you do this, you're going to have to be really, really careful not to get water in your chocolate or candies, because that can actually cause it to seize up. And I've got a little thing of water right here, so as I need to refill this, I will do so. And we'll try this out and we'll let you know if this actually worked better or not. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I do with these little bells. And first, you can see, now like I said, you can get as detailed as you want, or if you just want to make them solid color, that's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of what I did. I took a toothpick, and you can see you've got 2 little bells right there. So I'm actually going to make those chocolate. Right, take your toothpick, and you're just going to dabble a little bit of the chocolate only where you want it. It's basically like painting on a canvas. And I might have messed that one up a little bit, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take some of the red and I'm going to paint this bow right there. And I think I'm going to try a paintbrush instead. Usually when you have like a bigger area like this, it might be a little bit easier with a paintbrush. Now you can see I've got the red ribbon in there and I've got the little bells, and what you would typically do is let this set. You can put this in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes, but I found that with little details this small, it didn't actually take that long. So just kind of eyeball it. You'll know when it's set, and then you can add your other colors on there. Now you can see Mom was spooning the chocolate in. Now if you want to get really fancy, you can get like the little squeeze bottles for ketchup and mustard and put your chocolates in there, and then you just have to squeeze it on there. But since we're just making a few, we decided to just go ahead and use the spoons. But you can see once you get all your chocolate filled in there, go ahead and give it several taps to make sure it settles over like flat on the backside, and also to raise up any air bubbles that might be trapped inside. And now you can see I've got my little red. It should be pretty set, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my yellow to fill in the rest of it. So we've got our little molds out of the refrigerator. I think they're pretty set, so we're gonna go ahead and pop them out. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can turn them over and just gently tap. And we got one. Oh, I think it's gonna work. There we go. And now you can see I accidentally got a little bit past the edges right here, but you can go ahead and break that off. But this one right here is perfect. And you can see how it doesn't look like it's going to turn out very good when it's in the mold and you're looking at it like upside down. But once you pop them out, look how cute. You can see the little bells. You've got your really pretty little red ribbon, and your yellow really pops out. So I'm really happy with that one. And then while I was doing the bells, Mom was doing a little snowman, and let's see how she did. Oh, and look how cute. You can see she gave it a little red nose. She's got her broom and a little scarf and a hat, and this turned out really cute. Now you can see a little bit kind of came into where you would actually insert a sucker stick, but we didn't really want to do that, so we're just going to leave it without and let them be just solid. But that is beautiful. And then I did this little angel right here. Now when they're a little bit bigger like that, sometimes it helps to kind of try to gently unmold it this way, and then I'm going to flip it over and see. Ooh, okay, and that turned out really cute too. I'm actually really happy with this. I gave her a little petticoat, and you can see her little rose, and her little face turned out really cute, and I'm actually really happy with that. Alright, so you can see we got a few done just to show you how we kind of do it, and this worked out really well, didn't it? We were really happy with how this kept it pretty melted, so we could just keep going instead of having to re-microwave every so often. But and I mean, it was really fun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you've done this for,
it's addictive.
Yeah, it's
once you get started, you can't hardly stop doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wanted to keep going with my angels, but I was like, no, we need to stop for a minute. But you made these for years. And like you said, you made them for Easter and all kinds of...
Yeah, there was a lot of people making them at that time. We had a lady at our church. It was a really good friend of ours. And she really did a beautiful job on these. And she would pack them up real pretty and give them away as gifts for Christmas or even Easter.
Yeah, and it seems... And I mean, I could be wrong since it could be just our area. But it seems like this might be a little bit of a lost art in a way, because I don't see too many people doing this anymore. Sometimes if you go to craft fairs and bazaars, You'll see maybe, there might be a lady there that is still doing this, but I haven't seen it as much as I used to when I was a kid.
No, I haven't seen it too much either.
Yeah. So hopefully maybe this will inspire you to get out there and kind of make some candy of your own. I'm sure you can get a lot of those molds on eBay if you're looking for the more vintage sets. I have actually seen them in yard sales. Yeah. Sometimes, which I think you got some.
Yeah. Well, I think Mom bought some several years ago at a yard sale.
Yeah, so if you're lucky, you might be able to come across the more vintage style. But now, of course, if you're wanting the more modern molds, then there are a bunch of the silicone and stuff like that at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, and things like that. But I really like the little vintage look, like these little designs. I've never really seen these, like with the little church and the little people and trees and stuff like that. I've not really seen a whole lot of those super detailed molds like that. So if you're really wanting something really different, I would probably search around on eBay and see if you can get some more of the vintage ones. And I think the biggest key for all of this is to just have fun with it. We're not professionals. My husband made a few last night, and of course he did really good because he's super detailed oriented, whereas I tend to kind of be a big picture kind of person. But we had a lot of fun doing it. And the point is to come together and to just have a fun activity with it where you can talk and have fun, maybe listen to some music while you're doing it. And like I said, if you're not a super detail-oriented person, or if this is your first time getting into it, just make them solid. There's nothing wrong with that. They turned out super cute. And I mean, no one would be upset about getting that. I mean, it's still beautiful. And if you if you happen to make a little mistake, like there was a couple, we kind of messed up on a little bit, who cares?
No.
Right?
They still came out cute.
Yeah, they come out cute, and it's all chocolate and candy, so it's going to taste good no matter what.
Right.
So the point is...
Won't affect the taste.
No, won't affect the taste. So just relax, have fun with it, and just get the family together and just go for it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, especially for kids, but even adults, we had a lot of fun with it.
Oh, heck yeah. And I mean, a lot of people would love to get this as a gift, I think.
Yeah.
So if you've got coworkers and, like your postman, your delivery truck guy, whoever you want to actually make something a little special for, I think this would be really cute. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we inspired you to kind of get into a little bit of a vintage craft and try your hand at chocolate painting. And of course, if you want even more detailed instructions and more tips, there's other videos on YouTube that has all kinds of instructions for you from actual professionals, but we were just kind of showing you kind of like a general overview and how to have fun with it and kind of bring your family together. So we'll go ahead and go, and we'll see you next time with some more specials. We'll be heading into January, so we've got some things planned for that one, so stick around for then. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for future videos. In the meantime, here are 2 videos you may enjoy. Thanks for watching.